You know, we've been trying to film this opening, and I keep laughing. And I think I'm laughing because we can't seem to get the script right. Where's the script? I've never even got handed a script this morning.
Kurt?
Here's Kurt. Yes. He loves his bed. Anyway, we want to tell you that Nick, John, and Alyssa are getting this wonderful toy today. This beautiful Shuffle Alley tic-tac-strike, the honky-tonk theme with this beautiful mirrored back glass. Gorgeous. Didn't it come out nice? Fields polished. Everything's moving beautifully.
You got robbed.
I did. I got robbed. Came out really nice. Everything's rebuilt. Look at the artwork on it. We bring these back from the dead guys. This thing was made in 1985, I think. 84, 85, something like that. 30 years ago. So they are waiting patiently for their game. And we think they're going to be very happy when they see their tic-tac strike. What else should we show? Anything else on it? No? You guys play it. Actually, do me a favor. You guys send a picture of all you playing the game, and I'll put it in a future video. That's good for anybody who watches our stuff. Now, over here, Wallace has been sitting around doing nothing. He loves it like that. Actually, we're bringing this Pac-Man back to life. You'll notice the clever sold on it. It's a beauty. It's going to be beautiful when we're done.
Anybody got a special request for the T-molding?
A special request for the T-molding. Well, we could leave the original, very faded, ugly orange on it. But don't we have new orange? Yes, we do.
Oh, man.
It's quite a bit faded, Wallace. Listen, got pinball players in Holland, and we sold them a T-shirt, and Robert, Tommy, and Stein, we're going to say hello to, wearing our T-shirt. And the UPS man again! He makes an appearance. You know he's a very busy man. You can put it right here. Oh, okay. Oh, a check. Ugh, that's not going to be a good one. We don't write good checks.
Do you want that color T-molding on here?
I don't know. Yeah, I think it should be, right? What do you think? It's supposed to be orange. Well, you better do something. This thing's got to look like new.
Look like new, but not new, right? Well, I know you want a Miss Pac-Man on there?
No, we're going to keep Pac-Man, since it's a Pac-Man game.
Wait a minute.
But make this pretty.
You're going to keep it?
No, we got to put another one on. This is all chipped on the corner. So.
All right, you want another Pac-Man on there?
Yeah, another Pac-Man. We could change it to a Miss Pac-Man. We could even make it a Galaga.
But a transgender Miss Pac-Man.
I could. That's right, we could. Anyway, I got sidetracked here. Here is a picture from the pinball tournament from Norway. And look what they're wearing. My T-shirt. It's not mine. You know, they bought it, so I shipped it over there. Thank you for sending the picture. You can always send pictures. Is it good?
Yep.
Did you try stretching it?
Send your pictures to dear old Captain Noah.
Captain Noah, look, we got these things graded. We just started signing the game for Mark. Okay. And did you bring that Space Firebird down? He's going to be having a stroke if we don't start working on that. Kurt. Constant Kurt stuff. Anyway. Well, I guess I should show you all the footage we shot earlier this week and last week. There's a lot of stuff here. And a visit from Richie Knucklez. Yes. So let's go to that. What have you done? He's painting it, actually. See, look. Repainting this jukebox to make it look nice. And Steven, is Kurt here yet?
It's about an hour.
Well, this better be done before my video is over. Now here, let me show you something over here. Royal Rumble is the game. Yes, another one. And this one has some extra things that we didn't do in the last one. We did light the scoreboard in the back. Jason did. He did a lot of work on this one. It was pretty ugly when we started. I guess they all are. And the nice thing is once all this work is done, see we got the Cliffy rubbers here. If this guy ever does trade it in, it's going local, so the chances of trading are pretty high. All this work won't have to be redone. It won't have to have major disassembly. Just disassemble to change the rubbers. Plastics will never go bad because we have our Lexan protectors on that. And you can get them also now from Classic Arcades. He has them. I always like they have the little mini flippers here. These are original, they're all cleaned up, and they have the DE on there for Data East. Isn't that nice? Now, I want to show you something though. The cabinet, of course, is all redone and looking just magnificent. Courtesy of my Steven. Gosh, what idiot locked that? But look. I need sunglasses. Okay. I wanted to show you back here because we had extensive rebuilding back here, and I want to show you now what we did. You'll notice your power supply here has a new connector. See, the old one gets all burned up because of all that voltage running through the connector for the lamp. So that's been replaced, all new capacitors, the button battery. But down here, I want to show you what Frank did to restore the PPB board. And you can do it too. This corner of the board was heavily damaged. The connector literally fell off. So let's go to that footage now.
Right, so this is a close-up of that connector. It's completely melted and fused together. I just had to cut it. There's nothing else I can do. So when you cut it, cut one wire, pin it, and put it into a new connector body, obviously.
So that's the first thing you did. You moved one wire at a time.
One wire at a time. Then I was able to free the board from the game and bring it over to the bench.
Okay.
Now, in the pictures, we can see the first one shows what it looks like with the pins removed. Okay? You can see how burned it is. I've actually seen boards a lot worse than that. That's not too bad. The next picture, we show the back side, and you can see how the eyelets are pretty tore up and all of the solder masking is burned. So we're going to clean all of that off here. Now in this shot, everything's been cleaned off, all the solder mask has been cleaned back, because what we're going to do is we're going to put nice heavy beads of solder to cover that up, and we're going to rebuild all of those holes. And that's what I did in this shot here. I take a strip of foil, just lay it across everything. It's easier to do it that way. If you try to cut little tiny strips and do each one individually, you'll go nuts because it doesn't stick that well. So one big strip across, hit it with the fiberglass eraser. This presses it down and you can see where all of the traces are. Then in this shot here, you can see I cleaned them all up. I cut them all, punched all the holes through.
You trimmed it with like a razor or an X-Acto knife?
X-Acto knife. You got to be real careful. Obviously, don't cut yourself, but you don't want to make sure. You want to make sure nothing is touching. So after that's done, then I laid heavy beads of solder to connect each of the pins all the way down to where the solder mask ends. This way, I mean, in the LEDs, it's never going to be an issue. But even if you put regular bulbs back in, I can't see it ever being an issue.
Who uses regular bulbs?
People are out there, and that's just a picture of the pins that I took after I took them out of the game. So now, as you can see, the final result is here. Everything is nice and solid. It's cleaned up.
A new connector, you bought that from Marco.
Yep. And obviously, with LEDs, this will never, ever, ever be an issue ever again.
Nope. And the board is as good as new.
Yep. It's as good as new. Never be a problem. So if there's no other reason to put LEDs in, that's the reason. And also, if you don't like the colors, just use white.
And look, the other thing, reminder, you have to reheat.
Yeah, I haven't finished service in this board yet.
Yeah, you have to reheat that relay and all the edges.
Yep.
Because look, you can actually see. Look carefully. Can you see they're cold? Right there. Those connections are poor, and if you move the pins, Frank, you may even see them. You may even see them rocking.
Flexing.
So you have to reflow solder on all these connectors.
And that's it.
See, look at that. Nice and clean. It'll never go bad as long as, well, maybe for another 20 or 30 years. Actually, the connector won't get hot ever again because the LEDs, it's as cool as a cucumber. The LEDs will ensure a very, very low amount of voltage going through the game. Well, have you learned a lot? Well, the boys want to get this delivered, so I'm going to let them do that.
Spin, spin, spin.
I am. This is a very unique feature of this game. I'm going to show you why, but this is one of 1,120 Mario Andretti's made in December of
I
'95.
thought it was Jackie Chan's Racing Championship game.
You know, somebody did say that. It does, yeah, you're right. John Norris made this machine. He designed it, he programmed it, and it is chock full of fun stuff to do. And look, now, this is very unique. See how that's spinning? Everybody else would have put a motor in it. But Gottlieb found a really unique way to make this spin either way and very cheaply.
And very serviceably, too.
Yes, and very serviceably.
Okay, don't touch me there.
Yuck. You're too fat. I prefer my men to be muscular.
Like this one right here?
That thing. Well, actually, Kurt's lost a lot of weight. Kurt's lost a lot of weight. Just like me.
Yeah.
Look.
It's got a 3-cylinder engine.
Yep, 3 coils. Look at this. What a clever way. And by pulsing the coil differently, it can reverse speeds. And the machine knows where it is because it pulses a series of 3 micro switches. So it knows what direction it's going in, how many times it's spun.
How fast it's going.
Isn't that neat? What a clever system. And I think in all the years, we've had a bunch of these go out. Gosh, here's how many. Yes, that's how many we sold. This one was a return. They kept it for years. And we just got the machine back. It was in great shape to start. You know, clear the top pieces here. And our customers have been waiting a while to get this baby. And they can't wait to play it. They're going to play it all weekend long. The boys here are about to deliver it. We did go through and change the end of strokes, plunges, and links on our flippers. And of course we took the underground ramps apart, cleaned them, scrubbed them.
Underground ramps? I
Underground.
forgot about the underground ramps. Did you get to them, Kurt? I forgot about them.
This isn't for broadcast, it's just for the internet.
I forgot it was your first day working on pinball machines. I figured you didn't know what you were talking about. Oh, what do I know?
Alright. Now, this also has this part that goes up and down.
Please don't use technical engineering terminology with us, please.
It's
a part that goes up and down.
Now, but what I want to point out, it's magnetic. It has a magnet
Wow,
that
this
holds
has a
it up.
magnet on it?
So it holds it up when you slide it up, and when you pull it down, it's off.
I didn't realize this game was magnetic
Very
and
nice.
stuff.
It's all
That is
magnetic.
nice, yeah.
Frank, I hear creaking going on. Is that
Must be your stomach.
the
Are you
seat
starving?
about to like break with
That's
you
your stomach.
sitting your
You're
hiney
starving.
on that? My God, you're ruining my equipment. My office
Ew.
furniture, you ruin everything. And
That's right.
there is a capture ball here, which is really important because this is your skill shot. 1, 2, 3, and then of course your crash and burn, which you don't want. You don't want the red LED. In the back, we have lit the top facing different plays, different directions, different directions with with bendies.
You have to pay Jason.
By the way,
to use
Frank,
that
did
word.
you know somebody emailed? The second person last night said they thought, why do you have Frank say bendies quietly? It's not Frank saying it. As a matter of fact, turn the camera around so we can both see you and watch. Now watch carefully. I'm going to put the bendies in. Bendy. See? Frank does not say bendies. One of our,
Would you like his bendy? Would you like his bendy going
I
in?
can't because you're always on his bendy.
One of our, I gotta
You like a straighty.
One of our regular viewers, years, I guess 2 years or
about
3
him.
years
Got that
ago, when we
right.
did the bendies, recorded that and sent it to me, and I loved it. So that is not nobody here doing it. That's a pre-recorded MP3 file.
Bendies. You like the bendies.
That's Frank saying that.
No, it's not.
You don't know how he says it because you don't watch my videos. He sings it like this. Bendies. There we go. Now you know. It's not Frank, so don't be annoyed at Frank. He was, by the way, he was annoyed.
Oh no! How am I going to sleep tonight?
Frank, the customer's always right.
And
Have you ever heard the expression, the customer is always right?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, here I am, the customer.
That's not our policy.
you aren't even customers.
Well, anyway. Well, Frank, you and Kurt are going to have to deliver this game.
I'm leaving.
Where are the children?
The guy is having...
Where is your...
Why is it the old guy?
Say it. No, no,
The old guy and the disabled guy got to do
We got a
this.
brand new Mark.
Who's old?
We got a brand new...
I'm old, dude.
Yeah, you are an old dude.
She's just 50 now.
50, jeez. He was that old.
It's,
Cobwebs.
oh, Kurt, it's time for the colonoscopy.
Todd wants to give it to you with his tongue. Shoot that little extra
luck with
singing
your
tone in
dog.
his
Have
voice.
fun.
You could probably scoop that
It's time
stuff
for your
out.
colonoscopy. Come here, big boy. What the hell is wrong with you?
Frank, we struggle coming up with new stuff to say in these
I come up with all
videos.
kinds of good stuff. I'm just not giving my material to you.
But suppose we sell the show.
I won't be here to see it, so tell me how it
Look,
works out
here's
for
our
you.
mix. See? Our LED mix. So we're always fooling around with the LEDs.
Who? Is that what your
Figure out
boyfriend's
what-
name is?
Actually, come on, I want to show you something. It just got traded in. Now, we actually have one out on a... We rent games out for one-day parties. Now, of course, you saw the video last night, the Comet and the Black Knight, but we just got this traded in. You gotta see. We had to take the head off. Oh, take 5. This powers up, but it doesn't ring up credits. We're going to see if we can get that working. That's a very rare cocktail table, and we might sell that as is to someone. Maybe, if I'm in the mood. Anyway, look. Our 94 sticker. We sold this to this lady 22 years ago. She just traded in and got the jukebox, the CD100G. And she traded in. She didn't have to put an ad in the paper. Of course, they wait until they break. Actually, Frank, does it have battery damage?
They never changed them, but they didn't leak. I pulled them out last night. At the customer's house. So she didn't even know they were
Yeah,
in there.
back in 94, she didn't even know. See, that's the problem. We were lucky. There's no leakage.
We never even stickered the boards back then.
No, not in 94. Yeah, we were... Sometimes we
That's
did.
where my battery board's going to go. That's its new home right
Yeah,
there.
yeah. Well, we actually sold this already today. We had a lot of sales today on Saturday.
Good. Where's our
This
bonuses
one
for the
sold,
month?
but I have another. Oh, by the way, look. See that Mega Touch? That belongs to the retired football legend Marvin Harrison.
Who?
He's retired.
Who?
And look, Mark from Canada is getting this game. It's a Twin Eagle. He wanted a flying game. So we are in the process of putting wheels on this puppy for him.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, he's making the special blocks. You have to go all out on this because the original base, this is the original base, has to come off, so it has to stay the same height. But you got to make sure the wheels don't break off.
So we can go.
I did the
Saturday.
video. It's done. You can pack it up, Bright
Play
Eyes.
the game or anything.
We don't have to play the game.
Want to start it?
Okay. I'll start it.
Here you go. Do something other than eat that food all night.
Well, I'm in the process of eating my lunch. It's, They spin either way. It's up. Oh, we had one extra ball. I forgot we left one extra. Now we lit our center post here, that's up now, our save post, with red LEDs. It looks sharp. Of course, it's a clear post. Lights flashing faster and faster, Frank. Oh God, it's gonna go off. Ah! It's off. And I always like this. This is the same flap they used in Stargate. There's your save flat there.
And Andretti takes first place.
I'm in first place.
In your
That's
drawing,
good news. All right, what should we do? Multi-ball or red lion?
Red lion.
Red Lion.
Red lion. All right, now see? The game wants me to go to the 3. John Norris programmed it. Now listen, I have another little tip. When you're Mario Andretti, very dependable optics system on the game. There are optics. Look at this thing spin. Now, if you put your finger in there, you'll cut it off. No, I'm just kidding. There's optics under. There's optics under here that you have to reheat.
Oh, sure.
They're notorious for getting ice cold. This game is chock full of stuff. You know, I checked to see if we did an in-depth video on it. We haven't. And to be perfectly honest with you, I have not memorized the rules to this. All I know is that guess what? The boy getting he's a younger boy that's getting a teenager, and he is all excited. This is something he's been waiting to get. We think he's going to be very happy. Look at the ball fly on this thing. All right, here's my mystery, Frank. 5, not 1, not 2. 5 $30,000 jackpots. Look, I'm almost finished the race. You see the green lights? John did a lot of neat programming in this.
1 more lap to go.
One more lap.
Can I do it, Kurt? No.
No.
Crap.
Is this you backing out of your driveway?
Now I'll do it, Curdy. 1 more lap, Kurt. Done. It's done. See how the lights are moving? It wants you to go up either side.
Andretti takes second place. In your drawing.
All right, what should I do? Race strategy? I'll do race strategy. All right, look. Pit stop hole. I want to head for the pit stop hole. And I lit the green lights, Kurt.
That's great. You are great.
Green lights mean I pass. See, every time I hit the green lights, I pass. See? See the move? I go around here, I do it too.
1 more lap to go.
So great, Kurt. Oh, my turbo lights were flashing too. I know, we gotta get it out. I know. God, it's beautiful. Oh, we did put the yellow up here. When it came in, when we sold this years ago, we left the original black in. So we did upgrade. Of course, back then, we weren't doing the little extras that are so important. Aren't they important, Kurt?
Coffee.
I tell you what, why don't we... do we have any more games? We can't do any more games, so you know what? We'll have to continue on Monday. So let's fade this out.
Yeah, I'm not coming on Monday.
I'm not gonna
We got all this games.
Oh well.
My mini collection. You've been watching. That's right, Frank. You two boys have to go over to my house on Monday.
We're gonna bring them here. You're not gonna do them there. There's gonna be too
You
much
have to
work.
detail them.
Do that here.
These people are watching these videos, are screaming they want to see them. No, they're not screaming like they're screaming like this. Kurt, I can put my clips in whenever I want. You know, I can always put my favorite.
Do you want me to put a clip in here?
Here,
How
let
about if I put a clip of you getting knocked the hell out?
Here. This is my favorite Kurt clip.
This is my favorite clip of Todd.
I'm not doing anything, Kurt.
Yeah, you will.
No, I won't.
Oh, yes, you will.
I can edit. I can do anything I want.
Cool. You can deliver this game then. I'm leaving.
No, you got to wrap this up.
I can plug your editing hard drive into a
I
220
need the
line.
money. We'll be bankrupt.
See ya.
We love money.
Here's your razor blade.
Did
Yeah.
you like that video? We had fun making that.
No, you had fun. It was torture for me.
Torture. We went to Pizza Hut.
All right, get out of the way. Let me get this done.
But we had fun. Didn't we have
Saturday.
fun? Didn't we have fun?
Closed on Saturdays.
Fun. That's why I knocked it off a free play, Kurt.
Oh, great.
So useless.
Can we wrap this up?
Yes. Let's go to Monday. Before we continue, I had a surprise, a wonderful visit from Richie Knucklez. Hey! The new Richie, I might add, and Robert Sommerfield.
Somerdin.
Sommerstein. Let me start over. God. Why did I say Sommerfield?
We could have fun on
Should I start over?
No, that's good. Keep it going.
See, we usually cut these things when I talk like that. Now look, this is the new Richie.
What's up, guys?
Look at this.
Woo!
He lost how many pounds?
40.
40 pounds. And look right here. They went from here to here. They jumped for me. I got your 40 pounds. And this man doesn't need to lose anything.
Yeah, he's in great shape.
Robert is opening up a classics arcade. It's going to be both video and pinball, right?
Pinball and video games, yes.
Both pinball and video games.
And a front lounge.
And he's hopefully going to have it open
August.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing construction.
And it's going to be flat rate arcade and it's going to be open Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Mm-hmm. It's going to be open, every Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday for Family Day. I am very excited to be with Todd. I have been talking to Todd for many, many years
He
now.
actually is the one that got on our video. Here's the video number. He bought the home use only Twilight Zone and the Addams Family Gold, and it's one of my first videos I put up in 2010, I think. So he got them. But they probably won't be available to play at your arcade.
They may be. I'm working on that.
He doesn't know yet what he's in store for with people coming in playing his the ones that he loves and hearing please son. Stop hitting the flippers like that.
Or how about when it shakes people? Give me an example of an angry shaker.
Oh, I'll give you an example of an angry shaker. Richie, the ball's stuck! Sorry, I think
a piece just broke off the sofa.
Couch.
My couch!
I'll mash my feet in your couch! I'll mash my feet in your couch!
He's a mess. Oh,
That's
God.
from Dave Chappelle.
My local Florida arcade collectors, you need to give me a call. 561, I got a phone number, 561, I don't care if it's publicized, it's fine. 561-313-4400, that's my personal cell phone number, and you call me if you have games to sell.
Yeah.
He'll buy video and
He will.
No, pinballs I'm really set with. I've got...
He's got enough
But he wants classic videos.
Classic videos.
He doesn't want arch rivals. He doesn't want Tekken. He wants classics.
He wants like a Tron for like $1,000
plus tax.
So the stuff that Richie wants to sell me for $4,000, I know I can get locally for $400. He adds zeros to it.
Yeah, but don't forget, you have to also too take into account of the time that you're going to spend with the emails and the text messages and the phone calls and stuff.
The game shuts off on the second wave.
And make sure that you definitely, when you meet him, talk about Harry Houdini, because he is the expert on Harry Houdini.
I'm not an expert, but I collect Harry Houdini.
Oh, come on. You told me you were the expert.
Wait a minute. If you have Harry Houdini material, you can call that number.
Yeah. You know what else? You should do that trick with the straight jacket you did for me.
He actually does have, and he's thinking of actually making a museum. A Harry Houdini
Sincerely,
museum.
he's one of the premier collectors of Houdini stuff.
Well, a trip to the warehouse was enlightening. Richie is buying a record player wall box. Richie's got a lot of records, and he's going to put knuckle sandwich in there. Richie, are you still capable of making a good knuckle for us?
No, my hands are so arthritic, I can't even make a fist.
This is the time to beat the crap out of him.
It's ironic. My name's Richie Knucklez, and I can't even make a
Getting
fist.
gray on me, baby.
Yeah, look. That's stress.
Now, this man is getting a little gray, too.
Yes, I am. That's all
and
stress.
I'm very gray. It's very stressful. Oh, look. I'll throw those records in for free. Do you know I once had somebody ask how they fit the records in these? How do they fit the records in there? I said, they're little tiny discs. They're this big. Richie, your arcade is still running on Fridays and Saturdays,
Yeah,
right?
Fridays and Saturdays.
Yep.
Unfortunately, last night I hadn't been there in a while because I've been working so hard at my warehouse. The warehouse is really, you got to see how all my setup.
Right.
And we went to the thing, and my friend, the guy Ed who works for me, hasn't told me there's like 10 games that aren't working. So
And loose
joysticks and stuff.
And wait, it wasn't things
It's
like this.
killing
I
me.
woke up to the train.
Yeah, don't get
Let me
don't
tell
get
you.
too crazy on the camera.
Yeah, but listen. If you have 70, 60, 70 games, there's always going to be a game not
Don't get too
working.
crazy on
And guess what?
camera.
I'm going to share with you a little secret. When you have a game that's not working, do not put a sign on it that says broken. Do not. Instead, let's suppose it's Return of the Jedi.
Right.
You make a nice little sign that says Return of the Jedi is resting today.
I like that. Clever.
Mario Brothers is resting today. I didn't come up with that. I bought an arcade from Sears. Sears had an arcade, and the guy was operating it. And I remember coming across that sign because about 10 of his games in the arcade weren't working. And they all had that, and I said, hey, that's clever. It doesn't sound like it's broken. It's just resting.
It's resting.
Taking a break.
May it rest in peace.
See, now if you see those signs on Richie's, I want credit.
You won't.
Let's go back and get some more coffee. And now Frank is, oh good, Frank's got the Tommy board.
You can have a blank one until I make you a populated one, but that's the populated
That's the
one. So
Tommy
last
board.
one
Somebody just ordered one, so we're going to test it to run your motor. And Frank's next project will be a Frankenstein board.
As soon as I get a Frankenstein I can work with.
Yes,
too.
we're going to get a Frankenstein in someday. Frank will design his own board that will turn that head because you can't get anything for it.
Cool.
And wait, where are you going, young man? Wallace, somebody says you need an episode.
Yeah, I need more than that.
He needs more than that.
To the moon.
Should I give him a raise or cut his salary? Up.
Yeah, he
Should
needs
up
a raise.
everybody.
He does.
Actually, Frank and Kurt have to go over to my house to start doing the final checks on the cabarets. No, you have to change that to yes, because we got to start
Nope.
getting those games
The
out.
dummies can go over there and pick them up and bring the games here.
No,
Don't worry
they're not
about
coming
those.
here.
Well, then
They're
there you
not
go.
coming here. I need
Richie,
thousands
work on
and
them.
thousands of dollars.
I'll go over.
He'll go over and check. He'll go over and check.
gonna
Richie
get
is
Todd to
working
Florida.
now he's doing more filming for the
All
reality
this week
show.
I'll be filming.
Can I play the bad guy in it? Continue to be?
You have a
They
home.
love me when I badmouth them in the
Everyone
video,
loves
you
you.
know.
Everyone loves
I
you.
say, here, we'll do a little. Richie, you're out of your friggin' mind. What do you think you're doing here? You're losing money. Are you stupid?
The two scenes when the first one when when I said, "Are you using the old power supply?
Right,
or you
yeah.
put new power supplies?" And you go, "Yes." That face you make is priceless.
Yeah.
I love the guy, but some of the things he does to the machines, to me, is sacrilege. Did you put a new power supply in it?
Yes. Oh, don't tell me you're keeping the old crapo 35-year-old power supply. Richie, listen, you've got to make these things last. Yes.
Or the one line
well,
when you say,
that's
"Richie's
actually
not a
true,
threat
though.
to my business. He's a threat to his own business." That was so
I
good.
We have several thousand machines. Richie is not a threat to my business. He's a threat to his own business.
I saw that video.
But you're
I liked
such a
it.
good
I liked
actor.
it.
But there is,
Such a good
see,
actor.
there is something to point out. Richie likes the Donkey Kong power supplies. They're wonderful
With good
power
reason.
supplies, but I sell to private homes. They do not want to be told their power supply is bad. If anything goes wrong, I say, well, I did put a new power supply. Now, we are using the power supplies with fans in them because we found that the switchers do not work well.
The only thing, of course, you know what's bothering me is the white buttons. The original Donkey Kong came with orange and then 2 blues.
You can change certain elements of the game. It's fine.
The stuff he'll take out and throw away and put new, I'll go pick that stuff up out of the dumpster and bring it back home and rebuild it. Oh my God, what's that white monstrosity? What's that thing?
The customer asked me to paint this Nintendo cabinet white.
Well, it's kind of sad because everyone knows I'm out scavenging the earth for blue Nintendo cabinets.
The customer is always right, Richie.
I have to admit, if somebody said they were going to give me $1,500 to paint over one of the blue Donkey Kongs right now, I would have had to let it go. I'd say, no, I can't do it.
Richie, we got to knock some sense into that head of yours. You're going to have to do something or you're going to be out of business. If he doesn't get real soon, his game over light is going to be flashing merrily away. Okay. Anyway, it's time. It's Frank here. Hold the camera, because it's time that we shake hands.
Let me put down my coffee cup.
I'm gonna cut all that.
I want to hug you, Todd. I love you, man. This guy, if you haven't seen all, I mean, I'm sure if you're watching this, you've seen all his videos. I love Todd's videos. I love them.
You better be, well, the people watching them love them too.
Obviously, they're watching. They're also watching what you're saying.
Group hug. All right, group hug. Group hug.
Now listen, you know about Richie, you know about Robert, and now I'm going to say my traditional line. Now get out!
See you guys.
Hi, man.
Love you, Frank.
Love you too,
Frank,
man.
great meeting you.
You too. Take it easy.
Very
Good luck with
excited.
the arcade.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Have a safe trip home.
I own a real estate company in South Florida called Find a Home. That's my business.
Here's the website.
findahomerealty.com.
All right, buddy.
All right, guys.
Thank you.
See
Seawolf
back
in
in the
exchange
front.
for folded posters. Thank you, pal.
You
Todd.
remind me of the Seawolf guy.
Do I?
See you guys.
It's not a compliment.
I love you.
All right, take care.
It's not a
Seawolf,
compliment.
Talk to you soon.
Seawolf.
Folded poster.
But adios, baby. He already went out. I gotta get a razor. Guess what? Guess what, Walt?
What's that?
Mark Rothenberg, one of our customers, has sent a box, and it smells like coffee. But it says Todd eats from C's. Well, C's candy. Remember when he sent that other box? Oh, look at this. Oh, and it was coffee. Look. Lollipops, and assorted, and it must be 4 different kinds. Oh, here we are. Vanilla, butterscotch, cafe latte, and chocolate. Very nice. What's this here? Coffee lovers. Hazelnut, truffle, mocha, Kona mocha. But what I smell. Yes, this is what I smelled. Guatemala. From Guatemala, and I'm trying to see the flavor. Medium roast, but oh, it smells good. And look, there's even some loose ones in here. Oh, and a letter. Let's see. Letter of thanks, Star Trek Pinball. Dear Todd, thank you for all your great advice regarding arcade games. My kids and I are drooling over the Star Trek Pinball we ordered. Please find enclosed a few goodies for your lovely wife. And he really does say lovely. Look, he does say lovely. Of course, I came up with that. It's driving my wife nuts, I think. Daughters and the TNT staff, and again, you, if they will allow, I get first dibs. Okay, I did include a box of coffee, latte, C's, lollipops. You can't smell them. They're sealed in there, just for you. Coffee enclosed, though, is from a local roaster, and I think you will find it far superior to the swill you've been sent in the past. If you have a spare moment, would you mind posting a quick video of the Star Trek Pinball in its before condition? Can't wait. I don't think you're going to like the looks of it, but I will. And this is from Santa Ana, California. California, I should say. Oh, and here. P.S. Thanks for giving us all back a piece of our childhoods. Well, I thank you very much, Mark. I hear the phone, and I don't think anybody's going to answer. So with that in mind, I will say goodbye.